There is a longer video on disassembling this console. Okay, time to put the console back together. I recommend when you start putting this back together, the very first thing to do before you start putting screws back in places is putting the main components back in place. So, up here, we took this piece out, and right now, this is not aligned correctly. So let's realign. Let's put this piece back into place. I'm going to have to set this down most likely to do this. Hold on. So I want to show you when you're trying to realign these sides. There's these little screws that are kind of like hooks that you lock into. You see it right here? Right there. The knot has to hook over that on both sides. So after you screw these two screws back in to your glove compartment, then you're ready to put the next part back in, which is this piece. And this piece, I'm hoping I'm doing it right, will slide back in like so, and there it is. And then your little change holder locks right into that. So now we have that part of our glove compartment put back together. Close that baby up. Okay, now let's look up here. Just on either side of this, there's a hole there, and there's a hole there for us to put our screws back in. So that's what I'm going to do next. And then there's this piece right here that we got to put the screw back in. After that, remember this piece? We got to clip this one back in. Remember, there's two clips up here. And I'm going to clip that back in until it fits back in right. And there's this little piece right here. And that also clips in. Oops, sorry, I moved the wrong way. That should snap back into place. There. Okay, I'm not sure that I have this in tight enough. I'm gonna have to check this after I put the last piece in. If not, I might have to adjust this because it's not sitting as flush as I would like. And then the very last piece on this is the boot on this, which, by the way, you never really had to take off entirely, but I did because my next thing is I'm going to replace the leather on this. So with this boot, you can see there are a couple little holes right here, and those same exact holes are in this plastic piece for the boot. So you just have to line that up, and this back piece lines up here and snap it into place up here, and that's all there is to that. So that boot fit in perfectly, no problem, lined up perfectly all the way around here, all the way around here. I still haven't got this in tight enough. I'm gonna have to look at snapping that into place again. So last but not least, and I didn't show you when I took these out, I've got to put these back in. And these go back in, these side panels go back in the same way they came off. If you see, they have all of these clips on them that align, and then there's this little hole right here that aligns with the hole, which is, ouch, which is right there. You can see here where these pieces are going to line up all the way to there. So you snap those into place right where they go into these holes. You make sure everything's aligned, and then you push it back. And that should be it. Pushed in back in pretty easily. It felt a lot harder when it was coming out, but it went back into place pretty darn easy.